What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for the fresh Classic WoW servers, and today we're talking about gold making in a little bit of a different way than we have in the past. This is not going to be a gold farm, not going to be an investments video, but we're talking about crafting and flipping, and not just that, but we're talking about vendor flipping. So this is a guaranteed way to make a lot of gold. It will not make you rich or 1,000 gold per hour, but you can use it to make a lot of gold over time, and I know people back in Classic WoW 2019 and 2020 who made thousands of gold doing this over time, and the thing is, they work now as well, just as well as it did back in the days. Now, this is one of those strategies where the less people know about this, the more gold you will make, and the more people know about this, the less gold you will make as well. It is a vendor flip, so you're guaranteed to make gold as long as the items you're buying are cheap enough, and obviously, the more people know about this, the less likely they are to be very cheap. But then again, it's also a high supply item that is on the auction house very cheap pretty much all the time, and has to do with skinning. Skinning is a profession that I've told a lot of people to grab for the fresher servers. First of all, because it's a very good way to make gold, not even just on the auction house, but literally vendoring leather. You make a bunch of gold that will help you get your mount at level 40, your dual spec as soon as you can, and just make you more gold while you're leveling. So a lot of people do have skinning while they're leveling, and that fact does help this flip quite a bit. Now, I did just say that the more people know about this, the less gold you will make, and for the purpose of that, just remember that my videos, the gold making videos, gold farming videos, and this one right here are available in early access to people that have my gold making guide for Classic WoW, which if you don't have yet, you can check out through the link down below in the video description or the pinned comment. When you buy the guide, you don't just get the guide, but the guide itself covers gold farms, investments, gold making, crafting. It covers a whole different covers everything about gold making that I have to teach you in one place, and it's also neatly organized, so if you want to farm gold at some point, you can just scroll through the guide and take a look at all the different gold farms that you can do, all in one place. Now, when you buy the guide, you also get access to a gold making Discord community where I give you guys more information, early access to content, and more content as well. Plus, there's a huge value in just talking about gold making in a closed off space, so you get all of that in the purchase of one guide, which once again will be linked down below, and you will get early access to videos like this one in the future as well. When we find insane gold farms, insane flips, insane investments, you will have access to them before they go public, so once again check it out, the link is down below. Now, the main vendor flip that I want to highlight today is this one right here, the Nightscape headband, and this is not a big secret by any means, like lots of people know about this, and it's been done way too many times before. We had it in 2019, Season of Mastery, and I believe Season of Discovery as well. So this headband requires only 2 ingredients to make, and that is the thick leather, and the silken thread. This is a vendor material, by the way, the silken thread, and then these you will buy on the auction house, alternatively farm yourself if you really want to, and the Nightscape headband vendors for 44 silver and 95 copper. Now, as you can see, once again, this is the headband, agility plus stamina, sometimes used to sell at the auction house for a decent chunk of gold. At the moment, not really worth selling on the auction house, and you should just be vendoring it for quick profit. Now, the silken thread is sold by a bunch of different vendors all around the world. You can find them in pretty much every capital city, and they're sold by leatherworking supplies vendors, general trade suppliers, tailoring supply trainers, tailoring suppliers as well, I think, and there's a bunch of different supply vendors across the entire world, and they usually sell for about 5 silver for one of these threads. That being said, when you get to Honored with the faction you're buying from, you will unlock a 10% discount. So when it comes to the vendor price here, they are going to be 4.5 silver each, and going back to the craft here, you need 2 of them. That means it has a steady crafting cost of 2 times 4.5, which is 9 silver. So just in vendor crafting, this will cost you 9 silver to make, with the price of silken threads. Now, that leaves us with about, I've done the math here, so let's just pull that up, so see exactly how much gold you would need to pay on the thick leathers to actually make a profit. So this right here, Nightscape headband, vendors for 44 silver and 95 copper, and you will spend 9 silver for the vendor materials if you are honored, which I recommend getting. It's super easy. If you just quest to level 30 or even level 20, you will be honored with one of the capital cities out there, and then just buy the materials from that capital city that you are honored with. Being honored will give you a 10% discount. So 9 silver for the vendor materials, that leaves us with 35 silver and 95 copper to spend for 5 thick leathers. That gives us a break-even price of thick leather for 7.19. Now the vendor price for thick leather is 3 silver each, so that means the regular price of thick leather is going to be more than double the vendor price, and people will buy thick leather for that amount because once again they can make a raw gold profit. If I see thick leather under 7 silver each, I am guaranteed to make a gold or make profit. If I see it under 7.19, I am once again guaranteed to make a profit. And then when you should buy them is just depending on how much profit you want to make per craft. Do you want to make 1 silver profit? Do you want to make 10 silver profit? It's all about how much you value your time here. Now, I'm going to go to the auction house right now and we'll take a look for the price of thick leather, but keep in mind the break-even price to just literally break even is 7.19. If the price is anything less than 7.19, we are making gold. So here we go, thick leather is currently selling for 6.8. So that means we're making about 2 silver profit per craft, per my estimations here. I mean, we're making a little bit more, like 3 silver profit per craft whenever making the headband, and there's probably going to be quite a lot of the leathers as well available for that price. I mean, we can just check it out here on the auctionator, and as you can see, there's a bunch of leathers available for this price. I have to even load higher prices to go over the 7.5 threshold or 7.19. So at the moment, I can buy a whole, like, massive amount of thick leather over here and just print gold. It won't make you rich, but it will make you like a little bit of gold here and there, and it's a guaranteed way to make gold if thick leather is cheap enough. Now, thick leather has a vendor price of 3 silver each, and when people are skinning, they just take whatever gold they get. I even I sold some of the thick leather as well. If you just go back to the shopping page here, I sold the thick leather for 4.5 silver while I was leveling, and also for 6 silver and 11 silver as well. So for me, I have sold them for under the quote-unquote price you should, or the break-even price, but back then nobody had leatherworking at this skill, and I was just like trying to get some gold back to spend on my mount, for example, so I took any gold that I could, and that's the mentality that a lot of skinners have. We pick skinning while leveling with the intention of vendoring the leather, and if we can auction it for more, that's perfect. So if you have leatherworking, keep an eye out on the price of thick leathers and be prepared to make some Nightscape headbands if you just want to print, once again, raw gold, because all you're doing is looking for light, why do I keep saying light? Thick leather to be under the price of 7.19, and then you can literally buy as many as you want and start crafting and make a guaranteed profit just by selling to the vendor. Now, there are a couple of more items that you can make gold on vendoring. A couple of really popular ones from back in the day was engineering and dynamite. So going over to Wowhead once again, we have all of these different dynamites right here. They are very popular as well. Now, I did check the auction house just before recording here, and at the moment, none of them are profitable. I just want to say that right now, on my server at least, none of these are profitable, but usually they tend to become profitable at some point. So keep an eye out on those as well. If you have engineering, it can be a hidden gold mine. Now, there is one more specific vendor flip that is very good in Classic WoW that I will not be talking about in this video, but I will be attaching it in the post that I make in the Gold Guide Discord server. So those of you who have my gold making guide, you will see which item I'm talking about at the same time that I'm posting this video. And if you want to have access to that one as well, then once again, get the guide. The link is down below. Just had to do a quick promo at the end there as well. Either way, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you are able to make a bunch of gold with this if you have have engineering or leatherworking, two typically not that good professions for gold making, so hopefully this gives you some ideas about how to make gold with those two professions as well. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next video very soon.